All right, Supervisor Antonovich.
Well, we also have from the Sheriff's Department today, Captain David Halm, Deputy James Chong, and Sergeant Mark Sadecki, Michael Leon, Assistant Director of the Reserve Forces Bureau, and Sergeant Tappan Z. This is a time that we want to recognize an individual for doing outstanding work, who is the Reserve Deputy of the Year. That's Phillip Chen, who's also a Deputy of Health in my office. Phillip is extra special. Yeah, that's him, Mark. From Reserve Deputy, Health Deputy, getting a PhD in what, Pepperdine? USC? Uh-oh, USC going to follow? And he still has time. He does a superb job in our office, but he was the Reserve Deputy of the Year. He works out of the Walnut Diamond Bar Station, which is a 45.2-mile area that encompasses the contract cities of Diamond Bar, Walnut, and the unincorporated Rolling Heights area. He plays an integral role in their public safety network. He helps to supplement the Sheriff's Department manpower. He teaches the self-defense to classroom of 20 explorers, providing security for special events, in addition to his regular assignments as a reserve officer. So, Phillip, thank you for a job well done, and it's a great honor to have you working in our office.
Thank you to the Board of Supervisors for honoring Phillip. We appreciate that. Phillip was also just recognized this past week for being the Reserve of the Year with the Walnut Diamond Bar Sheriff Station and was recognized by the Booster Club. Phillip gives to the community almost on a daily basis in the Reserve program. And from the day that Sheriff Baca took office, he made it very clear that the volunteer program within the Sheriff's Department was very important to the success and the mission of the Sheriff's Department. So I'd like to take this minute to put a recruitment ad out there, and anybody that would like to volunteer as a station volunteer or a reserve or an explorer, we'd love to have you. The department could not function without all of the wonderful volunteers that we have. So again, to the board, thank you very much for honoring Phillip, but we have a great reserve, explorer, and volunteer program that Phillip's part of, and the department could not operate without him, so thank you very much.
I would just like to say special thanks to Phillip. One of the things that's really impressed me, the Reserve Company for the last 3 years has gone out to Lanterman Developmental Center and given gift bags to the residents at Lanterman. And Phillip has played Santa Claus the last 2 years and does an outstanding job interacting with the clients, and really just really impresses all of us. So on behalf of the Reserve Company, thank you, Phillip.
Thank you so much. I'm honored, but most of all, I'm humbled. Humbled because there's so many more reserves that deserve this award more than I. So I'm not going to accept this award for myself, but rather I'll accept it on behalf of all the reserves at Walnut and Diamond Bar Sheriff Station. But I do want to say that as a reserve deputy, we don't devote our time or energy or efforts for that $1 check that we receive every year, and that's pre-tax. But rather, we do it to emulate the men and women in law enforcement. Our heroes, our role models, such as Sergeant Steve Wheatcroft, Sergeant Mark Sheldecki, Captain David Halm, Deputy James Chang, Sergeant Tappan Z, and also LAPD Reserve Officer Randy Tahara. Men and women who literally put their lives on the line to make sure that public safety is secured. But for me, on a personal note, the biggest driver for me to join the Sheriff's Department, the Reserves, is Supervisor Mike Antonovich, who he himself is a Pasadena Police Reserve Officer. So for those that didn't know, aside from being an LA County Supervisor, he's also the living, breathing Jack Bauer on the 8th floor of the Hall of Administration. I've had a distinct pleasure of serving under Supervisor Antonovich for 4 years as a health deputy up to this point, but already you've given me a lifetime of memories. So thank you so much to the Walnut Diamond Bar Sheriff's Department, and thank you for Supervisor Antonovich for this wonderful board presentation. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Got the bow wow.